Hey guys, thanks for joining me. And if you like what you see, please subscribe.
Hello, peoples. Welcome to Sharp Ends. First off, I'd like to thank all my Patreon supporters. Thanks so much for your support. And as always, if you could like, subscribe, and leave a comment, I'd really appreciate it. I'm sharing with you guys today the Pyrite. I have shared this many times with you guys. In fact, I've gotten four of them. This is my fourth one. I've got two remaining here. Um, and this guy, though, might be the best one. And it's for one simple reason. It's the ultralight version. It's very it's got everything that I loved about the Pyrite, which was one of the knives of the year, budget knives of the year last year. But this costs $30. That's right, $30 on Amazon right now. It disappears in the pocket. It is perhaps one of the most recommendable knives you can recommend to a friend. For 30 bucks, you can buy a couple of these and hand them out to people who might not be knife people, but need a knife occasionally. It comes in different colors. I like the blacked out version. Um, it's just really good. Now, of course, this is ARRPM9, which had some controversy to it, but I don't think that it really affects it that much. I think it's a good steal. Not a good steal, but for a budget steal, absolutely fine. It's not as good as 14C28N, but it's up there. So the price is awesome. This is from CGRB, made in China, very light. It's got this nice little texturing here, which is great. The weight of this is super light. The metal version of this is the rose one. But the metal scale version of this was $50, and I believe that this special version, which has aluminum scale sandwich construction, milled lining on the inside of this one, I believe this one was like $65, $30. It's got liners on the inside, which are not machined out. But um, having said that, because of these, I don't think this is G10. This is some kind of plastic impregnated type stuff. Make this super super light. I mean, just disappears. Now the balance is a little bit. The balance, no, the balance is perfect. It's right there, right in the finger scallop, right? So absolutely fine. Um, there's been a lot of reviews of this in general, so I'm going to kind of skip a lot of the stuff. But in case you don't know, it's 3-inch blade, and overall it is 7 3/4, which is actually a little bit longer. Yeah, it is. It's longer than the other versions. So the handle is longer, which means that when you're holding it back here, you have more room for your pinky finger if you have a large hand, right? You still can choke up very nicely. And it's got this nice jimping on top, which all of them do have that jimping. Sometimes it's a little bit different. These Now this doesn't have the cutout like the original one had this cutout here. Instead, it has these thumb studs. I like the thumb studs a lot. Works really well. Now this is a button lock, obviously, so you can open it like this. And in fact, a lot of people I know who have button locks who are not necessarily knife people, but they do carry a knife. They prefer to open this rather than with a thumb. They prefer to open it with a button by holding the button and just deploying it like that, which is absolutely fine. But as far as the action goes, the geometry between the pivot and the thumb stud is great. Um, and of course, I misdeployed it when I said that, but I hardly ever misdeploy it. And you can do it with your finger. You can do the Spidey flick absolutely fine too, because they provide enough space here to do that. It's also reversible, so you've got the holes here, so lefties can enjoy it. And the lanyard hole is unobtrusive. If you really need a lanyard, you can put it in there. Fine. You'll notice it with the machining, or I guess it's not really machining. I think this is probably just made with a mold. The injection molding, you can see that they've made this line here to denote or to separate the part with the texture, and then the flat stock there, which is a nice little detail. This plastic feels nice. It doesn't feel plasticky. It feels kind of like G10. That kind of I don't know how to describe it, but it's not slick. It's not absolutely slick. It's got a little bit of resistance to it, which I appreciate. Um, this is nested liners on the inside, which I appreciate. So it's not the sandwich construction like you have here, right? Where you've got slab of aluminum, liners, slab of aluminum, blah, blah, blah. You got this clip, absolutely fine. I think it's a little bit too long for my liking. I wish it was just a little bit shorter, like maybe it ended where it currently goes there. And there's no landing pad for it, like they haven't stopped the texturing where it would be. On the left-hand side, you would have this awkward little place here if you did do that. And honestly, it doesn't grip the pants or shorts too much. Like I was saying, this is so light that it will clip onto your gym shorts and it won't be a problem at all. So the cutting geometry, this blade Warrenclyffe type shape is really practical and works really, really well. I prefer a drop point type blade in general, but for utility knives and knives that you're, for a $30 knife, you're in general going to be opening up boxes with it and making utility type cuts. Maybe the occasional zip tie, things like that, right? This is the blade shape you want for that. So again, this ultralight, highly recommendable. I'm working actually towards making a new, most recommendable budget knives out there, and this is going to be on the list. Absolutely 100%. 30 bucks, ultralight. You cannot beat this. Absolutely cannot beat this. This is a knife that I will definitely be giving to people when I know that they're kind of into knives, and 30 bucks is nothing. It's a great present price. And it's a great place to start. If you need and you want to get into, you want to check out button locks and you're just watching this and you don't really know much about knives, then if you want to try out a button lock and see if you like it, this is a perfect example. This is a perfect chance to see if you like it or not. At this price point, you're going to get a knife that is absolutely fine, that you'll use for a long time. Do I have anything negative to say about this? There's nitpicky things. They didn't put like a little ramp there. The clip might be a little bit too long. I don't like lanyard holes, but some people do. The AR RPM 9 isn't a good steal over $75, but this is a great steal for $30. I mean, it's better than D2. It's better than a lot of other the high carbon or stainless steel with no name or whatever. That's leaps and bounds better than that. So overall, I'm just highly, highly impressed with this. I think it is an amazing. This is the version I would suggest for anyone to get. Besides, maybe if they really like the look of this rose gold and the steel, but this weighs so much more because it's got steel here, right? I mean, I love the look of this guy. Absolutely phenomenal looker, right? But I believe it cost $65 and it sold out almost immediately. This is the version for people. I mean, this is an exemplary example of a button lock knife, budget knife. So it's very highly recommendable. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope I didn't repeat myself too much. I feel like I did. But as always, like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you want a chance to win a knife every month, all you got to do is click the Patreon link down below. For $3 a month, you'll be entered to win a knife every single month. Thanks so much, guys, and I will see you next time on Sharp Ends. Bye-bye now.